For our podcast disclaimer, please visit the episode description. Welcome back to What the Heck is Happening in HR. I'm Kelley Rexroad, and today's episode's a little bit of a rant because apparently we've done it again. We're taking a real workplace dynamic and we've slapped a shiny new label on it. This week, I heard the term competency porn. And no, I'm not kidding. I have gotten hooked on the new show, The Pit. And this is all about The Pit. And if you haven't watched that show, it's on HBO Max. And it's really great. And it's sort of done in like a 24, every hour is an hour in the shift in this emergency room and trauma hospital. And people are doing their jobs. They're doing them very well. It's just wildly interesting from an HR perspective. But I heard people on talk shows talking about The Pit, which caught my ear because I haven't watched the new season yet. But I heard them use the term competency porn. This is the idea that people are gravitating towards characters and stories that show calm mastery, quiet competence, and deep skill. And instead of asking why that resonates, we labeled it as indulgent. Well, here's my pushback. If people are binge watching competence, maybe it's not because it's sexy. Maybe it's because it's rare. We've spent years and podcasts talking about quiet quitting, quiet hiring, quiet firing, quiet cracking. Each label tries to describe something real, but also avoids accountability. Competency porn feels like more of the same because when people see characters who know their craft, act decisively, and don't posture, it's refreshing, not erotic, relieving. In today's workplaces, competence is often buried under meetings, diluted by politics, and overshadowed by performance theater. People are exhausted by leaders who talk more than they decide, by systems that reward confidence over capability, by noise instead of judgment. So when people see calm mastery modeled clearly, even in fiction, it stands out. That's not a fantasy problem. That's a workplace design problem. Competency takes clarity. It takes authority aligned with responsibility. It takes accountability. And many organizations have quietly eroded all of them, all three of those. HR sees it every day. The most competent people often carry the most weight and get the least protection. So they go home and watch competence handle well? That's not indulgent, that's aspiration. The problem isn't that people crave confidence. The problem is that competence has become rare enough to be noticeable. Instead of labeling the response, leaders should ask, where have we made competence harder than it needs to be? Who carries real expertise quietly? And why does mastery feel exceptional instead of normal? Competence isn't porn, it's professionalism, and we can use more of it. If this episode resonated, subscribe to What the Heck is Happening in HR on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or YouTube. And share it with someone who's tired of buzzwords and just wants people to do their job well.